Well, hello again. Welcome to a reading of 1 Peter, and I got up to the beginning of chapter 5, the last chapter of this book. Presbyterus un en humin parakalo hossum presbyteros kai matus ton to Christu pathematon hoc kai tes meluses apocalyptestai doxes koinonos. So I, and then he goes on about himself now, the fellow elder and martus, witness of the pathematon, the sufferings of the Messiah, I who also am a koinonos, a sharer of the glory which is being about to be revealed. So all of that is talking about himself. I exhort the elders then among you. So you could take the other bit first. So I exhort the elders therefore among you, I, the one who is a fellow elder and a witness of the sufferings of the Messiah, the one who shares also in, now it's so it's a sharer in, and it takes a genitive, so the sharer of the coming of the glory, I should say, which is being about, participle from mello, to be revealed. Now mello in classical Greek takes a future infinitive, but often doesn't, just an ordinary infinitive, present infinitive, here passive, in biblical Greek. Poimanate to en humin poimnion to theou, episkopuntes in brackets me anankastos ala hekusios katatheon, medi iskrokedos ala prothumos. I'll just pause. I'll do the next bit here. Made hos kata kuriuontes turn kleron ala tupoi genomenu anoi tu poimnio. So now the verb poimeno this is an aorist imperative, to shepherd, to act as a shepherd. The poimnion neuter is the flock. So it's shepherd the flock, the one among you. Again, the top separated from the poimnion. The flock of God, understand, which is among you. And then in brackets, episkopuntes, just keeping an eye on them. Now we get some adverbs here. It's anankastos. Ananke is necessity, and so this means under compulsion or by necessity, being forced to do it, and we get hekusios, formed from hekon, meaning willing, and this is willingly. So not under compulsion, but willingly, according to God. Me iskrokedos, another adverb. It's not for dishonest gain, not doing it for dishonest gain, ala prothumos, but zealously. Made hos, now katakurio is to lord it over someone. So it's not lording it, not as those who lord it over. Turn kleron, it's a funny expression. Kleros is an inheritance or a lot. So it's almost not lording it over your portion of the flock, understood. And we do get two poimnion at the end. So you could take that, so not lording it over your portion of the flock, but being tupoi, being examples. Or you could take it as not lording it over your lot, but being examples, well, we have to say for the flock. probably easier to take take to poimneon with the earlier bit. So, not as those who lord it over the apportion, that much of the flock that's apportioned to them, but being examples, tupoi. Kai phanerothentos to archipoi menos. Now this is a genitive absolute. We've got various words of flock here, so there's poimneon is the flock, the poimain, third declension noun, this is a genitive, is the shepherd, and this is the archi, the chief shepherd, and we've got a genitive absolute. So it's when the chief shepherd, having been made manifest, so having appeared, so when the chief shepherd has appeared, komi este is what's known as an Attic future. It's from komisdo, and instead of forming it in the future in the usual way, this is the sigma disappears and you get a contraction. It's often known in the grammars as an Attic future. It's the way you form these. A lot of these idzo verbs are formed in the future in this way in Attic Greek. So you will carry off, ton goes with Stephanon, the garland of glory, which is amarantinon. This is connected with alpha privative. There's a verb marino, to fade, and this is the unfading. So it's you will carry off the unfading crown of glory. So when the chief shepherd has appeared, you will carry off the unfading crown of glory. Homoio, so if you've been following through the earlier chapters, the writer addresses different groups. He's addressed the women, he's addressed slaves, he's addressed men, now he's addressed the elders, and then finally he says here, homoios neoteroi, likewise younger ones. This is originally a comparative from neos. So you younger ones, you youths, you young men. It is originally a comparative though. Hypotagete, be subject presbyteros to the elders. This also, of course, was a comparative to the older ones. So you younger ones be subject to the older ones, or you young men be subject to the elders. Pantes all de alelois ten tapanophrosounein encombosaste. Now this is a very rare word, and in fact it's so rare this word is only here in all of Greek. There is another, well, fairly rare but not unique verb, komboo, which is what this is connected with. It's an Omicron contract verb. It means to tie, or to tie the knot, or to tie. And this is N plus that. So it's something like attach to yourselves, tie around yourselves. Tapenos is meek, and then the phrosoune to do with your mind, so it's just meekness. So likewise, you younger men, be subject to the elders, and let all, well, something like clothe yourselves, tie around yourselves, attach to yourselves humility towards one another. So let all clothe yourselves with humility to one another. Hoti be coarse, and then we have another quotation here from Psalm 3:34 from the Septuagint. Hotheos huper e phanois antitacetai tapenois de didos in charin. For God opposes, from antitasso, God opposes the arrogant, the haughty, but he gives grace to the humble. Tapenothati un hupotain kretion kera to theou, hina humas hupsose en Cairo. Pasan tain merimnan humon, epi ripsantes ep auton, hoti auto mele peri humon. This is from tape no'o, it's an Omicron contract verb. So be humble, it's a passive imperative. So be humble, therefore, under the mighty or strong, from kratios, and then kera is feminine, under the mighty hand of God, in order that in Cairo, in season, he might lift you up. This is from hups'o, it's another Omicron contract verb, hups'o, in order that he might raise you up or lift you up in season, so in due season. Pasan tain merimnan human. Epiripsantes is from epiripto. Ripto is to hurl, literally, so literally hurling upon him all your care. From merimna, feminine first declension noun. So hurl, literally hurl upon him. Often meant it's just cast upon him, but it's a much stronger. Ripto is to hurl. So hurling upon him all your care, because, now mele is impersonal. There is concern, auto, for him regarding you. So impersonal verb mele, there is a concern for him regarding you. And that is the first part of chapter 5.